pan chewing gentlemen sitting in our water tanks trying to clean.
When we just shifted our houses, swimming pools are cleaned every day and ponds are cleaned. What are we doing about our water tank?
People have what, around 8 inches of silt in their water tanks. We found live earthworms in the water tank.
What's the weirdest thing that you found in the water?
A monkey.
What?
They've
Yeah.
been using the water for 3 days. When the government gives us water, it's absolutely dripping. It's not the water from the source which is the problem.
If there's no water in the pipeline, it's sucking the
Mud
mud
first.
which is around the pipeline.
I see it this way: the next war is going to be fought on water.
I'm becoming very conscious of what's in my water tank and I'm going to check.
गई भैंस पानी में।
गई भैंस पानी में।
शर्म से पानी पानी हो
शर्म
गए.
से पानी पानी।
शुरू है पानी
शुरू पानी में
में।
If there is no water, you won't be here. Our kids won't be here.
It's time to head to the next destination to meet my next guest. From Shimla, Theo, we're heading out to Solan to understand the story of GD Water Consult and what inspired these two entrepreneurs to launch. Welcome to the JOAAT-Cast. So as promised from Shimla, I have headed out and I am in Solan and I'm sitting with two co-founders, a couple again, Vincie and Shikha Khullar on the JOAAT-Cast. A very warm welcome to you both.
Thank you for having us on the podcast.
Thank you for having us here.
What is GD Water Consult?
So GD Water Consult was a solution to a problem that both me and Vincie were facing personally.
Yeah, okay.
When we just shifted our houses, we didn't like the water coming out of the taps. So I looked at Vincie and I said, find somebody, we need to get our water tanks clean.
Clean, okay.
We had asked the guard, भैया कोई भेजो tank साफ कराने के लिए. So when we came back home, we both saw this dirty pan chewing gentleman sitting in our water tanks trying to clean, and we thought, destroy our water tanks.
So you had this need to get somebody to clean your water tank.
Yeah.
That's where GD Water Consult started from.
That was a thought.
The thought, okay.
GD Water Consult is a water tank cleaning company. Hygienic, non-invasive and mechanized.
We do not enter the water tanks to clean the water tanks, and we don't even need to empty the water tanks when we clean the water tanks regularly.
And nobody.
You don't lose water. And how will it get cleaned?
You lose a certain amount of water for
okay.
the cleaning.
But it's not as simple as it sounds. Okay, it's not as simple in terms of where we started from. He started thinking and he turned around and told me, swimming pools are cleaned every day and ponds are cleaned. What are we doing about our water tanks?
Our water tanks are never cleaned. Out of sight, out of mind. People don't clean their water tanks until the water starts smelling or brown water starts coming out of the water tanks.
Or you shift houses like us. That's when we started researching.
Okay, so you've picked up a very niche problem to solve, and I'm sure that it's a problem for a lot of people. The most creative sort of companies are formed from personal needs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I want to understand you as people, right? Who's an early riser?
I am.
Not
She
you?
is.
Not you? And what's the reason for that?
Couple of drinks. Parties.
Spirits. And who's a night thinker?
So he's normally the thinker and I'm the doer. So that's how the late sleeping and the early rising.
Are you a planner or instinct driven?
I'm instinct driven. He's the planner.
You're the planner.
Yeah.
So spirits help you in planning, is it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Silence or conversation?
Conversation.
You're saying you talk more, he doesn't talk.
We both talk.
You would talk.
We both talk to each other.
Yeah.
He's more the silent type.
One word that defines you today.
Go getter.
Go getter. So you're the doer and the go getter, hai na?
Thinker, planner.
Cool. So I got a little bit of a glimpse into your personalities, but were you always in business?
I was in the corporates.
Okay.
And I started out as an HR professional. So I was the head of HR when I quit.
Okay.
In 2009, when my daughter was born, she was about 6 months old. And I went and joined his consultancy, but it was too small for having both of us.
Yeah.
And that's when more ideas of what we should be doing happened. GD, that's the initials of our kids. And that's how GD Water Consult.
Okay. I was wondering, what is GD? Because I couldn't find any words related to water. Kunika and Danish. All right. So he started it or you started it?
So it was his idea. Like I said, he's the thinker, he's the business acumen and everything.
Right.
I
So
am
Vince,
the
what were you into
executor.
before GD?
I was a recruitment consultant and had this consulting company for a very long time. I did my hotel management from Pusa way back in 85.
Okay.
After that, I joined ITDC as a management trainee, went abroad. I was in America for a while and then I came back and I got into business. Did a number of businesses. Then I had this recruitment company for the longest, Quality Placers. Had a beautiful office overlooking the lake in Hoskas village.
Oh, in Delhi? Arre.
In Delhi. That's where I met
In
Shikha.
Delhi.
She was in the HR, I was a consultant. And that's how we met.
So this is not the first entrepreneurship that you've done. You've done it before.
There are lots of things. I had a travel agency with German partners.
So you're a serial entrepreneur, is it? Were they all successful, everything that you've done?
They were.
Yeah? So see, the reason I'm asking all this is because I'm kind of in that phase, of going on my own and trying to do something different. And my first series of podcasts is actually called Take the Leap.
Right.
So you've both taken that leap, of faith in a way to kind of start something unique.
Sure.
And it's very, very interesting, the concept that you've kind of picked up. Yeah, but you continued with that problem for 3 years. Yeah. So during this time, what actions did you take to understand how to solve it?
We bought a lot of machines. We tried a lot of machines to try and figure out which would be the best way to solve the problem. Now, the problem was twofold. One thing, we didn't want anybody to go into the water tanks. The other thing, we didn't want to waste the water.
Two criterias are पानी बर्बाद नहीं करेंगे, हाँ,
और
and
कोई टैंक के
invasive नहीं
अंदर भी
होना
नहीं
चाहिए,
जाएगा.
अंदर
So
नहीं
it's
घुसना है.
हाँ,
Okay.
totally
So hygienic.
totally non-invasive. So we researched and we got this machine in which we were basically thinking of something like a dialysis of water. So water will go from one side, go through a filter and come back on the other side into the water tank, taking away all the mud, dirt and silt but leaving the water intact. But the first place where we went to get the water tanks done, it took us the entire day to clean his water tanks. It cleaned the water tanks, it spoiled my filters. I wasted 5,000 bucks of filters to earn 1,500 rupees. At the end of the day, the gentleman came and told us, "Hey Vincie, I have never got my tanks cleaned for the last 17 years. Amount of dirt which had come out, insects and dirt which had come out from his water tank was shocking." That's when I thought, if I start meeting clients like this, my business is not going anywhere. Then we hit upon these machines, which were German machines, which were basically into pond cleaning. We thought if the machine can clean the mud and dirt from a pond, it should clear out the mud and dirt which is settled in our water tanks.
Yeah.
You will be shocked. The swimming pools are cleaned every day. Our water tanks are never cleaned. What we have found is people have got around 8 inches of silt in their water tanks.
8 inches of silt.
Yes, it's shocking.
8 inches is as big as my hand?
It's only when the pipes start getting blocked is when they realize, oh,
Something's
ये भी साफ कराना है. Out of sight, out of mind. We are using the same water to brush our teeth daily, to bathe daily, to wash our vegetables, to clean our utensils. But nobody sees the water tank, the vessel in which the water is stored. That needs to be cleaned regularly too.
Yeah, I mean, if I think about it, we have all kinds of sensors, but we don't have any sensor to test the quality of your water that you have in your tank.
You can check the TDS, but there is no way to check how much mud, dirt and silt is there in the water tanks.
Yeah.
One of the posh colonies of Delhi. When we tried to clean the water tanks, we found live earthworms in the water tank. Now it is shocking because there was so much of muck inside the water tank, and these creatures had grown inside the water tanks.
Inside the water tank.
Yes.
What's the weirdest thing that you found in the water tank?
A monkey.
What? Live or dead?
Dead
monkey.
They'd been using the water for 3 days because the monkey was almost decomposed by the time we got to it.
Nasty.
Really bad.
Yeah.
We have found birds, we have found lizards, we have found squirrels, crows, pigeons, cats and pups.
My God.
The only thing is we haven't found fish.
They could have cleaned them up, you know? Come to think of it, where we come from, I mean a human race, right? We anyways are using natural resources of water. You are now in the hills of Solan. And the water that we get here is mostly from the rivers, right? I mean, Satluj would somewhere be the source that you're getting the water from. So how is it any different than water in the tank?
When the government gives us water, it's absolutely drinkable. It's not the water from the source which is the problem. The problem is along the way. So when construction's happening so much, the pipelines are getting broken. So whenever you switch on your motor, the suction pulls the mud around it into the pipe.
Oh, yeah.
If there's no water in the pipeline, it's sucking the
Mud
mud
first.
which is around the pipelines into the pipelines.
We don't know how old that water system would
It's
be.
very old, it's corroded.
Maybe corroded, maybe, any which ways there might be seepage.
So sewage also gets into it. A lot of places, the sewage lines are next to the pipelines. Any breakage anywhere in either of the
Yeah,
two,
yeah, yeah.
you'll end up with that water inside your water tank.
Interesting. How many tanks have you cleaned so far? I mean, do you keep a number?
Got more than 1 lakh of clients across Delhi
Yeah,
and
1 lakh clients in Delhi NCR.
Yeah.
1 lakh and one. Okay.
Yeah.
There's another client getting added to you
And
guys.
millions of liters of water
And
has been
millions.
cleaned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And saved actually.
So both the children had seen us run it from the house,
Mhm.
and they're apt at answering the questions that come from the clients as well, because they hear us talk about it continuously.
Every day.
So one day I get this message from a school teacher saying, "Are you from the EWS category?" Why does she think I'm from the EWS category? Anyways, so I wrote back, I said, "No." I said, "What made you think?" She said, "No, because your son very proudly said my mother and father do water tank cleaning." I was like, okay.
Wow. Okay. So you're okay.
So, so you can understand a class 1 class 1 kid going very proud of the fact that we clean so many water tanks, but did not understand and could not explain that it's a business.
Yeah.
So if only I could tell her the amount of liters of waters that we were saving continuously because of the way that we were doing water tank cleaning. So it just brings that instance of we clean water tanks because we actually want to do conservation.
So in a way, in the teacher's mind, you became that chowkidar who
I know what's getting inside the tank and cleaning.
The innovative ideas.
Initially, lot of our friends made a joke about us. Tanki saaf karoge. So it was a big joke.
So
you're getting into tank cleaning.
So we lost out on a few friends as well who didn't like the idea of being related to us because we were doing water tank cleaning. So yeah, that's how
weird. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's how
Niche
the
that's
journey
it,
is.
yeah.
That's how the journey's been.
So how does this whole process work? How do you get it done?
So basically, it's just like a big vacuum cleaner.
Okay.
Just a pipe and a brush goes into the water tank, scrubs and suctions the sides and the bottom of the water tank, takes out all the mud, dirt and silt which is there in your water tank. But the first time we really don't know anything can happen. Like I said, people have 8 inches of silt in their water tank, so you can't do anything but to empty out initially. Okay. But with regular cleanings, we only utilize around 25% of the water. Rest is available for the use.
They're heavy machines or what is it?
No, we have 2 people going on a motorbike.
Oh.
It's around 30 kgs.
Yeah. Okay. So why don't people just buy that?
They are expensive.
They are expensive machines.
One is that, and the other thing is you're getting it done how many times? So even if you buy it, it just keep taking up space in your this thing. When you have somebody who will be.
How much does a service cost?
Any tank up to 1,000 liters is 900 rupees.
Okay.
And any
per
tank,
cleaning?
Yeah, per cleaning. Okay. And any tank above 1,000 liters is 90 paise per liter.
90 paise per liter additional
to the 1,000 liters. So if it's a bigger tank.
I'm going to put you on a spot and ask you, what discount will you give my viewers?
20% discount.
20% on the 900 monthly?
We can create a plan for them. On the AMCs, we already have discounts.
Yeah.
It totally depends upon what kind of an AMC they want to take. If they take a quarterly AMC, it's a 20% discount. If they take a monthly AMC, it is more also.
I've got people who get their tanks cleaned every month.
Every month.
It depends upon your personal hygiene.
Like brushing your teeth, you might not want to do it. You may just do it twice a day.
Some people do it thrice a day. Some people do it once. Some people do once a week.
Yeah.
So totally
it's a personal choice.
Yeah.
So we got plans accordingly.
Yeah. Right. But for the JOAAT-Cast viewers, you can get a 20% discount. Use the code JOAAT-Cast. When you take the plan, just inform them. Yeah? Yeah?
So we've got a call center number. Just give a call and say JOAAT-Cast and you'll get your discount.
We had this old lady calling us once that, Vincie, I'm very happy since the time you started doing a water tank cleaning. मेरी RO की candle गंदी नहीं हुई. Otherwise, what used to happen was anytime the RO guy used to come and take off the muck from the candle, I used to feel very, very sickening. What are we drinking? But since the time you have started cleaning our tanks regularly, that is not happening.
Fine. So I take your service. I don't find it satisfactory for any reason. You get people like that?
There are some clients who at times will never be happy, or they are used to that person getting inside and doing the scrubbing and everything. But when we are doing the cleaning, we are removing all the muck, everything
That troubles you.
which troubles you. There are times when people have not got their water tanks cleaned for years at ends, and now the water tank is turning green or brown. That discoloration will not go until you use a chemical. But chemicals are harmful for you. If any kind of chemical is added into your water tanks to clean the water tank, it is going to ultimately land up into your stomachs.
But
And
generally speaking, it is just soap, a brush, and maybe a mop or a clean cloth or
You'll
something
be
to wipe it off
surprised.
at the end, hai na?
You'll be surprised. There are people who actually use acid in their tanks.
there are lots of chemicals which
Lots
are
of
used, and
chemicals.
95% of these chemicals are carcinogenic. These are the problems which are not going to happen the next day. But this can happen over a period of time. Why would you want it?
Yeah.
That is why we don't even advocate any kind of soap, any kind of chemicals for drinking water tanks. Anything else, you can put whatever you want to.
Generally speaking, people will still, let it run through an RO, right? An RO system. So don't you feel that any which ways for drinking purposes at least, it kind of gets cleaned up enough?
Yeah, so the ROs are helping. You're
Yeah.
getting clean water to drink. I don't know if it takes away soap, but the chemicals, we don't know what they're going to do to you. So, I mean, there's studies going on in US right now that chlorine causes cancer 3 generations down. We don't know whether that's happening. So
We don't know whether
why?
it's getting cleaned
Yeah,
up through the
absolutely. So
RO
why
system.
are we even adding something purposely into something that we have to drink and eat every day?
Yeah.
Why would
The
we
other
do that?
thing is when you're brushing, as adults, we are still okay, we don't take in that water. As kids, they take in that water.
Yeah.
There was another incident where an old friend of ours, we had visited their house, and she said her daughter had got jaundice and now she's got typhoid, and she doesn't eat outside. She stays at home and has the home food. And I just out of curiosity asked the gentleman, I said, when was the last time you got your tanks cleaned? He said, let's go and check your tanks. And we both went upstairs to his water tanks. When we opened the lid, there were thousands and thousands of
Worms?
worms
Wow.
floating around in
Okay.
there. And obviously, those worms are going into your kid's stomach, causing harm.
What other things is your company into?
So GD Water Consult has just expanded since last year.
Okay.
We are now into everything to do with source to stomach. So right from the time that the water comes into your pipeline to the time that you drink it.
That's where you want to take the company towards being a complete solution provider for pure water in a way.
Yes.
Yes. So our mission is well-being with water. It's called WWW.
Nice. Yeah, that's a nice catchy name as well.
Right.
Yeah, who thought about it?
She did.
Yeah, okay, brilliant. I thought you were the thinker.
Yeah, here I was.
Okay, so a range of services that you're offering, and I'll put a link in the description if you are all interested in getting any of these services. Even ROs you mentioned. Are you manufacturing?
See, we are not manufacturing ROs. We have got a tie-up with big companies. When we say from source to stomach, as the water goes in, you might need a sand filter to clean it. Then you might need a water softener if your water is hard. Then in case there is smell in the water, you need a carbon filter.
You are doing this before the water even enters your tank, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is before. Then once it enters, we are into steel tanks if you need steel tanks. After the tanks, you need an RO. So we have a tie-up with companies like Havells for the ROs. Then we have a tie-up with companies to give you those machines to give you alkaline water or hydrogen water. So right from the source till the water goes into your stomach, we're taking care of everything. We are further trying that any problems you have with water, you come to us and we'll try and find you the best solution for it.
So how do people reach you? You have a website, you have a number.
So we have a website. It's www.gdwaterconsult.com.
Okay.
And we have consultation services. So all you have to do is reach out to us through WhatsApp or write an email to us. And whatever problems that you have with that water, we're ready to talk about it. If we have a ready solution, we'll give it there and then. Otherwise, we'll research on it and give you the right solution.
I
of
can give
your
you a
water.
problem and you
Yes.
will own the problem
Yes.
for me, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Brilliant, yeah. Had I not sat down with you here, I would have only understood half of what you are. What are you doing to explain to people?
So we've been I think we've basically been into education for this long. For the last 13 years, we've just been educating people. We've
Yeah.
been talking about the fact of why water is important. I see it this way: the next war is going to be fought on water. The amount of wastage that we're doing of water, we're not taking care of it. We're wasting it day in and day out. That's the education that's going out. It's not just about what you're using, and it's the fact that bore wells are going dry today because rainwater harvesting is not happening.
Yeah.
With that, the mud and silt is coming into your tank. So that's why you're not getting the right kind of water. You just said rivers are flowing. We're polluting the rivers every day. So every day something's happening to our water, which is ensuring that we have this education going out where people understand why water is important. We've had it for so many years, we've always taken it for granted. But we realized over the last 13 years that the quality of the water plus the kind of water that we're using is going down every day. So we better take care of it.
We are sitting in Himachal in Solan towards the end of January, and we've not really had.
No, we've had
anywhere
one
close-
rain.
Yeah, one
We've
rain.
had one rain throughout the last 3 months. So you can imagine how bad the summers are going to be. And every year Shimla and Solan face this water crisis.
Not just the mountains, even the plains. Delhi is going to face a lot of crunch of water. If it doesn't snow up in the hills, the water's not going to come down in the summers.
Reserves will not
The
get
reserves will
refilled.
not get refilled.
Very important problem that you're solving, and conserving water, I think, is another important factor in it.
Absolutely.
Where do you see this heading in future? What direction are you taking? Will you be consultants for government in a way to direct them how and what to do?
If possible, yes, we are looking at that. Maybe someday we clean the Yamuna also.
Actual cleanup of Yamuna, not the staged one.
No,
hai na?
no.
So we definitely, I mean, when we started out, our one of our things was to clean the Golden Temple Sarovar. We've wanted to do that for a while. We're still researching on the kind of machinery that will be required to do it. So we're definitely looking at those larger scale projects as well. Right now it's B2C. We're not going beyond it
It's
as
not the
yet.
focus, right?
Yeah,
But
but
that's-
it's definitely a vision that we've got as a company that's where we'd like to be.
I'm becoming very conscious of what's in my water tank, and I'm going to check. Yeah, the first thing I'm going to head back and check is how clean is my water tank.
Rahul,
and-
it's not just you. Any
Yeah.
conversation that we have, we've got the people who go back and look into their water tanks.
People have started looking at their water tanks now. Earlier, they never used to.
So you are the water couple.
We are the water
Yeah,
couple.
na? That's what
Thanks
you're-
to a friend of ours, he's
Mhm.
the one who named us the water couple, and it's stuck.
Yeah.
So yes, we are the water couple.
I am sitting with the water couple, yeah, and sleeping partners
Absolutely.
as well. Who makes the decisions at work?
We
Both of us.
Jointly?
Yeah.
Have you had a time where you've thought completely different and your thought was totally different as well?
Most of the times when you sit down and understand the other person's point of view, you'll obviously come to a point. Thankfully for both of us, we both had very different verticals in the business. Like I said, he's the thinker, so the R&D and everything comes under him, and everything like operations, HR, and those things come
The
under
two
me.
first.
So yeah, so that's what I do.
So he's superior, senior to you in a
Yes.
way, है ना? You have thought leadership and you have the execution operations that's
Yeah.
working well there, yeah?
She's very good at that with the team.
How many people work for you now?
100 people? Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got 100 people now
Yeah?
who work for us, yes.
You have those people in the field in Delhi NCR doing the job?
The call center here in Himachal, and
Okay.
plus the operations team is there in Delhi NCR,
Okay.
doing everything. Plus with Pan India, now we are expanding teams and looking at more franchisees for Pan India. So that will be the expansion plan.
How many places are you currently operating in? How many states?
So as of now, we're just doing Delhi NCR in terms of water tank cleaning.
Okay.
But we are serving almost every state in terms of the products.
The tank cleaning part has only been Delhi NCR.
As of now, the next month you'll be hearing a couple of
Yeah.
franchises on. Yeah.
It's amazing what you're doing. Since you are the water couple, I'm going to play a Paani game with you.
Okay.
I want you to tell me Hindi muhavre and I want you to use Paani in each of them. So here we go, okay? Let's start.
Jal bin machli,
Jal bil machli, your turn.
गई भैंस पानी में.
गई भैंस पानी में.
शर्म से पानी पानी हो
शर्म
गए,
से पानी पानी.
चुल्लू भर पानी
पानी में डूब जाओ.
सर से पानी निकल जाना.
सर से पानी निकल जाएगा.
अब
कितना
मैं
हुआ?
अटक
6,
गई.
7,
अब तो
7.
बहुत सारे हो गए, मैं अटक गई
हाँ.
हूँ. जल जल पानी पानी. What
मगर,
else for
मगर.
पानी? हाँ, मगर से बैर. पानी में रह के मगर से बैर.
Vincie mentioned songs.
हाँ.
So songs that have Paani in them. Maybe a
पानी
mukla. Do you sing? Do you
पानी
sing?
रे,
Pani Pani Re, okay.
Blue hai pani pani.
Blue hai pani.
Come
Come on, think. Are there more songs? I'm wondering.
There are
more
quite a
songs?
few songs. Barsat ka pani or something like that. And second,
Tip barsa pani. Yes.
Footman wale to bade sare honge Maji Maji.
Maji Maji
But you don't have water
Re.
so much.
Yes,
है
you
ना?
don't have water.
Okay, if you can think
Right.
about a song, you can put it in the comment. I have one more game which probably can help us enhance our knowledge also regarding water. Yeah.
Sure.
Clean water reminds you of
Clean water reminds me of health. Good health.
Brilliant. Okay. Dirty water makes you feel
Yuck.
yuck. Yeah, and if you have monkeys and whatnot and
I know,
earthworms,
very bad.
what you do specifically because you're looking at the problem so closely,
Yuck.
है ना?
Mhm.
It will be double yuck for me probably.
Absolutely.
All right, flowing water or still water?
Flowing water.
Why?
It's
Is
always
it
better.
genuinely cleaner when the water is flowing?
The rivers, when they keep on flowing, they keep on cleansing themselves because going over the rocks and everything, and with the oxygen being incorporated in it, it's much cleaner.
Tank cleaning underrated or ignored?
Ignored.
Ignored.
Otherwise, हमारा business नहीं होता ना.
Business नहीं होता नहीं. I think it's just the awareness. People don't really
No,
think
no, they
about
don't.
it like that.
Out of sight is out of mind. Most of us will not remember.
You're also conserving water.
Absolutely.
So sustainability, do you think it's a trend or responsibility?
It's a responsibility.
It should be a responsibility. We're anyway, so many of us, we're using the same resources which was meant for lesser people.
Yeah.
If you don't sustain, you're not going to be able to live longer.
You know, we always keep on saving something or the other for our kids,
Mhm.
but we don't save water for them. How are they going to live after a few years? उनके लिए जितना मर्जी पैसा, जितने मर्जी घर, जितने मर्जी सब कुछ सेव करके रख दो. If they don't have water, what are they going to do?
Yeah, true. With the depleting snowfall,
Yeah.
the
absolutely.
Receding glaciers,
And the amount of underground water which is being pumped up for farming or otherwise.
receding water line there, you know.
Absolutely.
99% of the water is non-usable in
Yeah.
you know?
People are working on that as well. They're trying to use that water also. We are working with a company that's actually making water from air. So
Oh.
we've got atmospheric water that's being generated.
Mhm.
If you get your AC to run, you notice that the water
Yeah,
goes out, right?
yeah.
It's the same concept, but they've been able to make blocks and they've given you a tap. So the water is made from air. So it's distilled water. It does not have any minerals. They add the mineral cartridge to it so that you can get the right water to drink. So that's what they're doing. Yeah. And we're working with them. So things are happening, definitely. But like you said, sustainability is a choice that we all have to make now.
One water habit every family should adopt.
When brushing, close the tap.
Close the tap, yeah. Save water, basically.
Save water.
One myth about water people must forget.
That there's plenty of it.
There's
It's
plenty.
become a myth now.
है ना?
Yeah. That isn't. Let's be careful.
What's your message to the world?
The message is very clear. Let's live and let live. And that'll only happen if you save water. And if you manage it every day.
You know, basically save water and save the earth and save yourself. If there is no water, you won't be here. Our kids won't be here. Really need to start saving now.
Conserve water. That's the core message that both of the co-founders of GD Water Consult are giving all of us. Thank you so much again for inviting me into your space and talking about so many amazing things that GD Water Consult is doing.
Right.
I wish you all the best for your future plans and may you
Thank you,
expand
Rahul.
and grow. That's the wrap on this JOAAT-Cast, but make sure you tune in again next week for yet another episode of such a fun and amazing journey. Thank you for watching the JOAAT-Cast.